Welcome to the Reality Trifecta podcast. I am your host, and today we are going over a Survivor 50 cast analysis and my personal predictions. I would like to warn every single one of you that this is not a spoiler. I have not seen any spoilers, except 49 was kind of spoiled for me, but I know how special Survivor 50 is. I stayed away from Survivor media lately. Now, without further ado, let's get started. I really missed you guys. It's been a while. As a reminder, I will be ranking these players based on how well I personally think that they are going to do. These are my personal opinions. If you guys disagree, please put your comments in the comment section. Let's have a discussion. Coming in at number 24, I have Q from Survivor 46. I'm just saying this. Q is not winning this game. Did everyone watch how he played the game on Survivor 46? He's reckless. Honestly, I do not have any good things to say about Q as to how he goes far into the game. I'm sorry. There's nothing. At number 23, I have D from Survivor 45. D automatically has a huge target on her back. She's one of the new era winners competing in this season. Out of all of them, she's more threatening. Honestly, I don't think there's any way for her to take that target off of her back. People are aware of how she's going to take advantage of things to her benefit. She's likely going to be a pre-merge boot. At number 22, I have Camilla from Survivor 48. I believe that she is in danger early in this game. To make matters worse, her number one ally in Kyle is competing in this season. Except her and Kyle are on different tribes. Everybody knows how Camilla played the last time she was on Survivor. She's a huge threat in recent memory for the new era. I am not convinced as to how she will go far into this season. Maybe if Kyle wasn't on this season, maybe Camilla would have gone further than how I predicted her to go. But anyway, I have her placed at 22. At number 21, I have Colby. It will be interesting to see how a well-known old-school character like Colby would play the game in the new era. But I don't think Colby would win. But it would be cool to see him have a run going further into the game. At number 20, I have Coach from Season 18, Season 20, and Season 23. I have the same comments about Coach as I do with Colby. The thing is, the way I predict it to go, I think Coach would at least go further than Colby will. At number 19, I have Mike White from Survivor David vs. Goliath. I think Mike White will get the Survivor celebrity treatment. People will see that Mike is already successful after directing, writing, and winning awards for The White Lotus. When it comes to his own game, he'll continue to be social throughout, for better or for worse. In challenges, not so much. At number 18, I have Angelina. She's been a big name in recent Survivor memory. Nobody forgets her asking Natalie to give her the jacket, negotiating with Jeff, and falling off a cliff getting an idol or an advantage. Angelina, as a player, based on what I've seen, is that she's a little bit reckless when it came to her social game and hasn't performed well in challenges. If she wants to go far in the competition again, she needs to be conservative with her social game and be genuine with her allies. But I believe that the other contestants look at Angelina as an icon, that maybe she's likely to get voted out within the later portion of the pre-merge or early merge. At number 17, I have Jenna, who played on Season 1 and Season 8. It will be interesting to see Jenna play in the new era Survivor. Heck, she has not played in a season where idols were involved in the game. Advantages will be new to her going into Survivor 50. I can see her having a good social game, maybe not as good in challenges because the challenges are more advanced in 50 compared to Season 1 and All-Stars. Jenna could be a good number, though. I'm not convinced that she would win, but hopefully she proves me wrong. At number 16, I have Kyle from Survivor 48. I almost have the same comments for Kyle as I do for Camilla. Everybody has seen how Kyle won the game. Everybody knows that Kyle will do anything in his power to get further into the game by making the most calculated moves. People will think that him and Camilla will continue to be a duo later on in the game. So their plans would be getting both of them out of the game before it's too late. One thing that can help Kyle out is him having a core alliance. I am not convinced that he would win, though. At number 15, I have Savannah from Survivor 49. She just won the last season of Survivor. Again, nobody knows how she played. She won her previous season by winning challenges when she needed to, and her minority alliance recruiting people who wanted to work with them. Savannah is clutch. Will she do the same thing that she did the last time she played? I don't know. We'll find out. That's why I'm kind of with Savannah right now at this point. At number 14, I have Genevieve. Genevieve is someone who will likely play the game the same way she did from her previous season. Benefiting from her genuine feelings is good for her game. Genevieve, at least with me, is a confusing player. Is she going to be someone who will go further into the season for playing the same game, or will she get voted out early? Genevieve is a wild card, and I don't know where she would stand with the others. At number 13, I have Jonathan from Survivor 42. Jonathan is one of the most physically intimidating competitors in Survivor history. He does not have a good social game. He could get through the pre-merge portion of the game, and he might win a few challenges in the merge. I'm sorry, I don't see Jonathan winning. At number 12, I have Ozzy. Ozzy will be another player who I think will get past the pre-merge portion of the game, but might get voted out in the pre-merge. But for him to go further, he has to downplay winning challenges. He has to master his social game and strategy moving forward. If he does that, then he's golden. At number 11, I have Stephanie. Stephanie is coming off of a well-known reality TV run where she was recently on The Traitors. Stephanie hasn't played Survivor in like 15 years. I see her going into this season under the radar. Most people, except for the old school contestants, don't understand how threatening she really is. For her to go further into the game, she has to align with some of the recent players of the show. I can see her doing a decent job socially. It wouldn't surprise me that she will make a long run for it, but I don't see her outlasting the old school contestants. At number 10, I have Cirie. Cirie is two things for me. She has zero chance at winning the game, or she's gonna go further in the game than you think. Cirie is a legend. She's going to be one of those players where if you vote her out, then you become the threat. Like Rachel Riley from Big Brother 27 last summer. Cirie is going to be a shield for some players. Most players will debate when it will be the right time to vote out Cirie. But Cirie has been on a huge reality TV run like Survivor Australia versus the World. She went far into playing Big Brother 25, and she won a season of The Traitors. She could get voted out for those reasons, but there's still a possibility for her being a shield. At number 9, I have Rizzo. It will be interesting to watch Rizzo play. Since he's playing back-to-back seasons of Survivor, the problem for the other contestants is that they don't know how Rizzo played the game because production filmed 49 and 50 back-to-back. We've seen that with Russell Hantz doing Samoa and Heroes vs. Villains. We've seen that for both Zeke and Michaela doing Millennials vs. Gen X and Game Changers. Rizzo could manufacture a lie to people as to how he played the game and where he placed in 49. Rizzo is known to be one of the most fearless players in the new era. He will do a good job socially with other players by being a number to them. I don't know how well he will do in challenges. He needs to stay under the radar, and yet he will remain as one of the best strategists of the new era. At this point, I have him ranked at number 9. At number 8, I have Chrissy. Chrissy is one of the best female challenge competitors in Survivor history. Her social game was not as good. She needs to have a better social game. I guess it would be hard for her to stand out in the challenges since there will be a lot of challenge beasts going into this season. All she has to do is improve her social game and be an asset to an alliance. I believe that if she does those things, her game in Survivor 50 will be arguably better than her game from her previous season. At number 7, I have Joe from Survivor 48. Joe is an easy friend to make, and he's the best at challenges. I see him getting past the pre-merge portion of the season. If he wants to stand out in the season, he needs to start making his own strategic moves. He needs to have a compelling story if he wants to win at Final Tribal Council. He just needs to get out of the ride or die mindset. At number 6, I have Rick Devens from Survivor Edge of Extinction. Devens is a good player. All he has to do is have a core alliance with people who he can trust. He will do a great job in challenges. All he has to do is be less of a personality. Unfortunately, I think that would be hard for Devens to resist that. Overall, I genuinely believe Devens will go far in this season. He's a real contender on this one. At number 5, I have Aubrey. Aubrey is a player who is known for having a good strategic game while competing well in challenges. She performs in clutch moments to win challenges. If she wants to get far in the competition, she needs to stay under the radar, not stick out like a sore thumb. She also needs a core alliance that is willing to stay loyal to her in the long run. Other than that, I don't have anything negative to say about Aubrey. She's also another contender, which is why I am just placing her on top 5. At number 4, I have Emily from Survivor 45. Emily is going into this game knowing what she wants to do. She wants to play the exact game she played in her previous season, but with more finesse. She is aware of the mistakes she has made from her previous season, and she's coming into this season more improved. Socially, she is persuasive and brings up good points. A good strategist. She is good in challenges too. I see her as the new era's version of Aubrey in that sense, but she's less threatening compared to Aubrey, so I have her placed at number 4. At number 3, I have Charlie from Survivor 46. Charlie is one of the most smartest personalities in recent Survivor memory. He was robbed to winning the show. He'll be the easiest person to make an ally out of. He'll be good at competing in different kinds of challenges. In the game, he'll be good at challenges and puzzles. I believe Charlie is going to be an under-the-radar player. In my opinion, he's one of the most underrated players Survivor has to offer. I can see him go far into the game. And I don't know how he would get voted out, though. That's the real question. Will he get voted out? And that's something that I'm struggling to believe. And I wouldn't be surprised if Charlie makes it to Final Tribal Council. Number 2 on this list, I have Tiffany from Survivor 46. Tiffany will fit in well with this cast. I can see her being an easy number for her allies. She will not be threatening to the cast until people might realize her social game is making her a threat. But I think Tiffany will do a fantastic job by not presenting her social game as threatening. Tiffany will definitely be a front runner going into Survivor 50. And again, I wouldn't be surprised if she makes it to Final Tribal Council. I don't have a negative thing to say about Tiffany. For the number 1 spot, I have Christian Hubicki. Christian is someone who I think has a high chance at winning the game. He'll be easy to get along with. All he has to do is be less of a character and be less charming. He is good at challenges, and I mean really good at challenges. And he is good at understanding real social cues of the game. Also, let's see if Jimmy Fallon will determine his fate in the game positively. There you have it, everyone. These are my predictions for the contestants of Survivor 50 based on how well I think they're going to do. Though, we haven't seen the season yet, so anything can happen. I look forward to seeing it, and I look forward to recapping the 3-hour season premiere coming February 25th. And I hope you guys enjoy the episode. And again, I look forward to recapping it for you. It's going to be something special. Hope you guys have a great day.